Okay, so this video is going to be about, sorry, I keep forgetting. This one's going to be about growing your market and making sure you're not running out of potentials to be talking to, and why this is so important, okay? Because I get this all the time. I get new distributors who are so excited to start, okay? And they start and they're messaging everyone and they're doing so well. And then what happens every single time is they run out of people to message because they've messaged all the 400 people or the 400 people on their friends list, and they've messaged their like 20 friends, and they're like 10 family members, and then they run out of people to talk to and they don't understand anymore. They're like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to grow this business anymore. Or sometimes what will happen is they get started and like people will ignore their messages, or they'll say no, or their family members won't support it, and they're like, well, I don't have anyone to build my network with anymore, like I can't see how I can make this work. And they'll normally say to me, you were lucky because you had a lot of people to talk to about this business. And my number one thing that I always say back to people is that's not true. When I started this business, I had maybe 100 people that were following me on Instagram. When I started this business, I had maybe 200 Facebook friends, and the vast majority of them were like kids, because I was a camp counselor. So like I had all like my camp kids. And when I started this business, it was like high school friends and my foster family and camp kids. Like that was my network. The kids aren't buying anything. My friends didn't buy anything from me, and my family thought this was ridiculous. My foster family thought it was like silly. And they were worried about me being scammed. They were like, and then when they realized I wasn't being scammed, they were worried about me scamming other people. Okay. So I did not have a great network to start with. And I didn't know a ton of people. Like I knew people, but I didn't know people who had any interest in what I was doing. And since day one, I've consistently built my business, even on those days, guys, where I'm having a terrible day and I might not get any posts up. And even on the days where like it's like 10 and I feel like I can't answer another person's message and I like shut down and read a book or watch a movie and go to bed, like even on those days, I can still honestly tell you guys that I am growing my network every day, because I know that when I want to reach out to new people, and I know that when I'm posting and when I'm following up with people, I need new people to talk to. I always use this analogy, but imagine like a store like Chapters, okay? So imagine like their bookstore, Indigo, or where, I guess depending on where you live. But imagine like a big brand name bookstore like that, okay? Now imagine that they had the same 100 people shop there. Okay, so there's enough books going around that you could probably get them back a couple times to buy a couple different books, but probably half of them aren't readers. Half of those 100 people don't read, and half of those people that are interested don't have the money to buy books right now. And out of the ones that do have the money and are interested, well, they're not sure if they want to buy this book because there's some bad reviews online somewhere. Or maybe this person, does want to buy it, but they're like skeptical if it's going to be a good read. Or maybe they want to buy the books and they have the money, but they just don't think they have the time to read the book. So they're like, eh. And then out of those 100 people, maybe 10 of those people buy a book. Okay. And maybe out of those 10 people, 5 people come back. We're looking at these numbers. You can't build a successful business like that. You have the same people coming into your store every single day. Eventually they're not going to want to buy from you anymore because they're going to have the books that make them happy. They're not going to keep growing your business. Okay. And there's no point in like continuing to water something that isn't growing anymore. Okay. So if you think that you're maxed out when you hit, you've messaged all the people you can message, you are not maxed out. You're not at the end of your business. You're actually at the beginning of a very successful business, because now you're moving on to other people who you're going to invite into your network with complete and utter confidence, knowing that the people you keep in your network are either going to in some way contribute to your business or who have something to offer you in return. Okay? So it's so important to keep growing your network of people, and your network is going to be Instagram followers and Facebook friends. Those are your networks. That's how you're growing. Okay? So I started this business with 100 followers on Instagram, and now I have over 7,000. I started this business with 200 Facebook friends, and now I consistently keep about 4,500 because you can only have 500 or 5,000. And, you know, I'm always deleting people who aren't contributing to my business, and then I'm adding new people that have the potential to contribute something to my business. Okay, so we're constantly growing our network. The reason is because eventually you're going to ask everyone who you can ask about the products, and eventually everyone who could see your business posts and your life posts, they're going to see them. And then what do you do when you have the same people in your tunnel? Okay, so I picture it like a sales tunnel. Okay, so over here on this side are all the people who you haven't talked to about your business and haven't talked to about your products and don't know what you're doing. And then over here are your customers and your team members. Okay, so Marianne comes over here onto your Facebook, you've added her, and she's interested in a product, she's interested in a cleanse, so Marianne goes into the tunnel because she's interested. What's going to happen is if you get Marianne in this tunnel and you don't funnel her through, you might be able to, you know, fit a couple more people through your tunnel, but eventually you're going to fill up your tunnel and block it because you're so focused on these people, the same people that haven't committed. Okay? And you're going to get blocked and you're not going to be able to push them through and keep growing. Or you're going to spend so much time focusing on these people that all these new people that could be going through your tunnel can't get through because you've blocked your tunnel with these couple people that you're stuck on, okay? So it's important to grow your network, and it's equally important to funnel people through your tunnel. So move the conversation on. If they're interested, but they're ignoring you and denying you and they can't afford it or they don't have time or whatever, okay, write their name down and a way to contact them, whether it's Facebook Messenger or text. Write their name down and a way to contact them in a notebook, and then shove them through your tunnel and say, they're not buying from me right now. They're not joining my team right now, and that's okay. Just get them out of your tunnel. Because while you're so focused on Marianne, who isn't, you know, joining your team or buying your cleanse because she's not ready yet, this isn't her time, what about Becky over here who would love to join your team, but you haven't even offered it to her yet? She's a single mom of 3 kids and can't afford life, and she would love to join your team. But you're so caught up on these people because you're not expanding who you're talking to that you're going to miss that opportunity. And now Becky's going to come and join me because she sees me posting, and I had the time to reach out to her because I saw she was liking all my posts. So I took that time because I'm not caught up on these no's in my tunnel, okay? So it's important to grow your network, and it's important to funnel people through your tunnel. Get them out of your tunnel. They're either going to order from you or join your team, okay? So they're either going to order from you or join your team, or they're going to give you a date to follow up with them on to order from you or join your team. They'll give you a specific date. They'll be like, I would like to order the hair, skin, and nails on Friday because that's when I get paid, or I would like to join your team on Thursday because that's when I get paid, okay? They're going to give you a date to follow up with them on, or they're going to deny you, and they're going to say, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I'm just not interested in this right now. Right now. They've expressed interest, but they can't do it right now, or they don't have the money right now. You're going to write their name down, and in 2 months on a Friday, you're going to follow up with them or something like that, okay? The last option, and this is where people quit. This is where people quit on me. They're not interested in your business or your products, and they want nothing to do with it, and they say no. And sometimes they'll even come at you with like a pyramid scheme meme, or they'll tell you that you're scamming innocent mothers and you should be ashamed of yourself. Like sometimes they come out with you some crazy stuff, and sometimes they just say no, okay? This is where people quit on me. On this one right here, option number 4. When people do this, what I do when those people send that to me, delete. If they're really mean, block. Get out of my tunnel because I don't have time for you, because while you're telling me this is a pyramid scheme, Becky over here needs me to get her out of debt and bring her home with her kids. Okay? Call it a scheme all you want. I have lives to change over here, and if I give in to what you're saying, then I'm not helping who I need to help. Okay? I don't give a crap about your no. I don't give a crap about why you can't, like, I don't care. If you're going to tell me no, that's okay. My life, my business, my future is not dependent on any person. Not one single person. Not a single person is going to be like, you can't succeed. You're not going to make money. I'm not going to buy your product, so you're going to fail. Okay. Go on then. Out of my inbox, please. I'm not saying that to them because that's, again, a waste of my time. I'm just going to funnel them out of my tunnel. Get out of here. Go. If you don't want to be on my team and you don't want to join my or use my products and you're not going to be and on the flip side, I get distributors who are like, well, it seems really rude to delete people who aren't going to buy your products or join your team. It seems mean that you're just going to delete them. Well, honestly, girl, I have 5,000 friend spots and I can't waste my space and my time and my energy posting and messaging and talking to people who don't care about what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to funnel you through. No hard feelings. If you love seeing my posts that much, you can come follow me. But I'm going to open up that friend spot on my page for someone who genuinely needs what I'm offering so I can help them. Okay, so funneling people through is important because the no's are clogging you up and the yeses are just waiting for you to assume the sale. I know you guys have heard that before. Just assume the sale. I always message people. I give them the information, then I say, okay, awesome. Are you ready to order? Do you want me to place the order for you? This is the info I need, or I can walk you through my website. I'm not like, can you afford it this week? That's not my business. My business is to ask you if you're ready to order, and either you are or you aren't, and you're out of my time. Okay, I'm doing my job as a business owner. I can have empathy and care about the fact that you can't afford it this week, but like I'm going to follow up with you on Friday because I have other lives to change today. Okay, so I'm constantly growing my network for this reason. I have to grow my network, and I do that by using Captivate on Instagram, following new people on Instagram. I do that by adding new friends on Facebook every single day. I follow about 500 new people on Instagram daily, and I add about 200 new people on my Facebook daily. I used to be 300, but I'm very close to maxing out my friends list, so I've like cut it down just a little bit. Okay? So I'm constantly growing my network because if I don't have new people looking at my posts, I'm not going to bring new people onto my team. If I don't have new people watching my story about the cleanse or the thermal fight, then I am not bringing new customers into my business. I need to constantly be growing my network all the time. And in this unit, I'm also including a video on how to do that. But I just needed to get in front of your guys' face and show you how important this is to just grow your network over here, funnel them through your tunnel, and either they're gone from your network because they're not interested and they're not productive and they're not even nice about it, or they are interested, they just aren't doing it now and they're going in your notebook, or they're ordering and they've given you a date to order on or to join your team. Okay? There's not a lot of options here. I don't have room for leniency here. You're in my network, you come into my tunnel, you order, you go on my wait list to follow up with, or you're out of my network, and now I can bring new people into my network. It's that simple. It goes that quickly. If someone is on my follow-up list and I've followed up with them 20 times and my friend list is full, I'm probably going to take them off my friend list. You know, if I have them as a text contact, I'll keep following up with them forever, infinitely, I don't care. But if they're on my Facebook friends list, I will probably remove them after a certain amount of follow-ups because, you know, I need to make room for people who are ready for this now. And if I had all the room in the world, that would be fine, but I don't have all the room in the world. So I have to do what's best for me and my business. But it's just so important to focus on growing your network. And in this unit, you're also going to, right after I'm done this one, you can go click on how to follow on Instagram and Facebook, or Instagram, and how to grow on Facebook. And I'm going to screen share my phone and I'm going to show you guys like exactly what I do to grow my network on both social media platforms and how easy it is and just how important it is to do daily. I can literally do it mindlessly while watching Netflix, or I can do it while I'm in a grocery store in line or wherever I am that day, or if I'm at the barn or whatever. It doesn't matter where I am. This is just something that's so mindless and so easy to do. Okay. So as soon as you're done this one, go watch that one.